anathema,
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 axiomatically introduced concept that is anathema to this approach of Marxist ideology.
Fancy weddings that required a year of planning were anathema.
Of course, economically, it was anathema to U.S. Exporters who...
Regulation of industry or taxation or other things that are anathema to people who believe that the free market is the only thing by which any...
Starting from them is almost anathema to a real moonshot. A moonshot is focused on the impact on creating radical positive value in the world.
...to be loyal. Well, that was enough to make him anathema among radical Republicans.
Rigor and discipline, especially when faced with those whose opinions and ideology is anathema.
And ban the people who are responsible for them, even though in many ways that is sort of anathema to Facebook's fundamental message, which is that we are here to unite the world and create a global newspaper for all sorts of opinions and all sorts of content.
The merits in our opponents. Compromise is anathema. We even target people on our own side when they
track certain formulas, as writing anything down was anathema, though he did master reading.
Moderation made him anathema during those years of ideological purity.
Moving in the right direction. And so one, I think there's an inevitability, even in China, which in some ways this is an anathema to, right?
View of Christ. And thus, Arianism was declared heresy, its teachings anathema, and its preaching an exilable offense.
And completely anathema to the scientific community a decade ago.
About campaigning or electioneering. This was anathema to honor culture.
That we have, the audience that we have. That's something that was anathema, when I was coming up. You just, like, if you worked for another news organization, you were a competitor. I mean, you would never share information, let alone a story, and co-publish something.